live. We're actually weeding now. Like I told you, I gotta get on my hands and knees and do this. It's always so much fun. Alright. And the reason why I gotta get on it is because every other machinery will hurt everything. So we are gonna go ahead and get down here and row to row. I'm gonna try to get this row done first. Just so we can get these weeds burnt, and then also it'll give me an idea on how much corn I gotta replant, since we all know those wonderful squirrels and rabbits love to get into my corn and my sunflowers. So I'm gonna try to weed now because I can't get that close to it, and I'm not gonna put any herbicides down, so you gotta do it by hand. So, like I said, get all this done. There we go. Making sure each corn doesn't have any stuff around it. If you're gonna do it, might as well do it right the first time. That's what everybody's doing today. I know you guys just watched me do the, it's these little tomato plants that really get on my nerves. Alright. Here we go. It's not that hard to do, it's just time consuming. And I want to pull it out by the roots so that the root systems don't interlock with the corn, and then it kills the corn. So if anybody wonders, yes, I do get on my hands and knees, and yes, I do pull everything out. I do it every year like this. I just want to make sure my corn's okay. I think all the stuff in my yard gets babied more than anybody else's garden. Make sure he's up there strong. Alright. Oh, there we go. Alright. How you guys doing? Hey Dean, Egon, hey George. Hey Sergeant Major, how you doing? Semper Fi, hoorah. Yeah. Yep, I'm a Marine. I don't know why you have to ask a Marine. I'm wearing Marine Corps colors. I was in for many years, many years. And we have Fishing for Freedom in Quincy this coming weekend. So if anybody knows anything about Fishing for Freedom, make sure to check it out. I know they close it out almost like right as soon as they open it every time. Just because there's so many that sign up for it. I remember years ago when we started it. And Quincy's had a lot of great events. So, let's see here. Don't worry, I'm reading as I go. You know, people can read while they pick weeds. Yeah, that's true. Hey Dave, Dave James, Dave Morgan. How do I get all these Daves all of a sudden? Right there. Coming forward, which means I get in the next area. And I'll do it on all these rows, up and down, until they're all picked out. So, I'm sorry I'm that close. So, yep, I'm right here. Okay, put that bucket there. There we are. All right. Make sure that's okay. I don't know if I'm gonna. I know I just got asked. I don't know if I'm gonna go through with the tiller on these other ones yet or not. I can. I don't know if I want to though. Just because I'm trying to be careful. I gotta get the stuff. I gotta get the fertilizer on them. Kind of pick up rocks if there's rocks too. That's how the West was won, right? Picking up rocks. Did your parents ever tell you to send you out to the garden to pick up rocks? Mine did. we go. What's that? Encourages. Oh, join. How you guys doing? I'm here. Don't worry. I'm watching. This is more important. I'm just trying to get it up, and if you guys say something, it goes by a lot faster when you're talking to people. All right. And it's fun. No matter how many weeds I get, I'm still gonna miss half of them. Now it's kind of drying out now a little bit from the rain earlier. I don't want to. That's a rock. Get that out of there. Get that. See these big tomatoes. Get in there. Well, because I rotate my garden, and I grow so many tomatoes. Then I actually, a couple of these I'll replant. Not these. I've already replanted them. And then go from there. There we go. Okay. Get all that. There we go. Now I'm just keeping on moving everything back. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. I got several buckets here. Come on. And I'm also making sure that, see this tomato here, he went right up the side of him. He's went up right up the side. He's not, that way they try to blend in. I don't want to pull up the corn, but I gotta get the weeds. And these are flowers. That's because I planted flowers last couple years. Which, it's not a problem, except sunflowers should never be around a garden because they act like morning glories. If you guys ever know morning glories, they are beautiful, but they act as a weed, and they suck when they try to get out after you plant them. And after you've had them for so many years, and they just keep coming back and coming back and coming back. So morning glories are not my friend. That's just regular dirt. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. All right. Over there. It's just a lot. And I do my best not to pull up what's already up there. Yeah. You can join as a guest if you want. Hey, Cobra, you can join as a guest if you want. I don't care. Okay, got that. Backing up again. Just gotta keep moving. Alright. Well, I shook off the root system because I am going to put this all in the burn barrel and they're going to burn them. Like right here, these are morning glories trying to grow up around my corn right now. And the morning glories were around the fence area because they're a vine. And they climb. They're climbers. And the thing about it is, after year, they throw their seeds. And then the seeds will try to grow up around like corn, and they'll grow up around my they'll grow up around a lot of different things that they probably shouldn't. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's easier taking handfuls, but yeah, you gotta be careful though so you don't grab the corn or the root system of the corn. See, so when I give away my corn to people, see, you know exactly what went into it. And it means so much more, right? No, I don't care. I give it because I like to give people, because I know there's been times in my life where I needed people, and sometimes it's nice just to do nice things. You never know in life. Sometimes it's nice just to do nice things. You never know in life who's gonna help you and who's not, and who needs help, and who go out of their way to help you, and they themselves need help. So you always want to be good to people. You just never know. It's good to care about people. Alright. Alright. Hey, Josie. Oh. Hey, sweetheart. Hi. How are you? How are you, Josie? How are you doing? You having a good day, Josie? Huh? You having a good day? Alright. We're getting weeds up, buddy. Yep. I'm getting all these weeds up. Yeah. Eventually I'm not going to be able to do this. So if I get all these out now, they'll get big enough to block out the sun, and most of these weeds won't be there. Some of these plants are fully full, like, it's because they get a lot of sun right now. Alright. That's why. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm just making sure I don't knock down anything behind me. Alright. There's a couple. There we go. Nope, got it. Alright, more stalks of corn. Everybody move back. Let's see what I got on this side. Changing up what I did earlier. There we go. And making sure the sunflowers are okay. Here, get those weeds off. He's got some weeds around him. Hi. Now I got 6 rows to do. I'm not doing them all today, probably, but I do got 6 rows I gotta do. That's a weed. Okay. What? Hey, Hey, puppy. Sorry, I didn't see you behind me. How are you? Okay, see, now this is where the rabbits also are getting some of the corn, I can tell. What? I don't know. There we go. There we go, that's nice. Put those in there. Get those up. Get those away from the sunflowers. There we go. That's a good sunflower right there. These are going to be big sunflowers, but I'm trying to stop these morning glories early from climbing up the sunflowers. Yeah, morning glories will climb up sunflowers even more. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see, what do we got? Move that back, move dirt up. Move dirt up. What's going on? You guys can talk. You guys can say I'm here. I can see it. It's going to take me a second to look. But I am getting all this stuff done for today. So, I guess me pulling weeds with my grandma's really did pay off, huh? Okay. Yep. Alright, gotta keep moving everything. Alright. There we go. Now we know I always had so many kids, families. Let the kids do all this, right? No. If I can do it, I can. I put a lot of work and effort into this garden. Alright. Yeah, I gotta keep moving. Now we're coming up where I just planted those sunflowers at. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. So, okay, I got too many buckets here now. I gotta keep moving up. There we are. That's why I put so many buckets here. That way I got a lot of buckets. Reinforcing the root system. Taking out rock. See, that's what they do. They get a hold of my sunflowers like that. Okay, look at that. Tomato. Aye. There. Now. There you go, buddy. And there's another little one up in there. There's a small one right there. Got him. I think they'll be all right. Get smaller roots up. Whew. I know. Get that out now. There we go. Okay. I don't even know what that is. Okay, got it. Alright. Alright, now we got another one. If you look right here, see how bad some of these can get. I'm looking to see where the corn's at, so I don't pull out the corn. I'm gonna have to replant corn in here though, unless there's anything coming up. That's what I hate about the rabbits. Love my rabbits, I just don't like that they eat everything. It's green, it's game for the rabbits. Okay. Let's go. Next up, this is going to be a little bit softer of an area. Okay. Okay. There. Good. Spiky leaves I don't like. Alright. Okay. Still going. Alright. Now we have to dump these buckets and then spread them out again. What's wrong, Josie? Huh? What's wrong, bud? Josie! Alrighty, come on now. Pull out. Ugh. Some of these weeds don't want to pull all the way out. That's alright. We'll still get them. There we go. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Hey. We're having fun yet, aren't we? No. Yeah, it's not really fun pulling weeds, but gotta be done. Gotta take out the little things before I put the dirt up in it. There we go. What's in here? Dang it. He's a small ear, but he's still an ear of corn. And I don't. What? Alright, I'm gonna have to empty these out. Come on, we got one row done. Yay, almost done with one row. Not really, but it doesn't take as long as you'd think. But... There you go. Okay. Hope that will hurt him. I could probably take a weed whacker on, but I'd take the chances of the weed whacker killing it. So it's another reason why I don't use a weed whacker. I'm here, I'm just not talking. I'm sorry, I didn't see anybody say anything. Live, like, how you doing? What's going on? What's going on? Yep. Alright, let's kick them up. Some of these are just so small. You don't really got to worry about the small ones, I know, but there we go. There we go. I know from year to year, if I don't do this now, it's going to be something I wish I would have done. Get over there, spider. Yeah, there was a spider. Let's see here. No, I'm not going to kill the spider in the garden. This is his territory, not mine. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and put that around there. Like that. Sorry, I got the other side with sunflowers and this side with... We just planted them, but I still got weeds on them. So... Alright. There we go. The dirt. There we go. So, every day, like I said, you need to make a difference, you need to matter, and you need to do things that are productive, or do things that will matter to something, someone, or something. And you guys have heard me preach for years about making sure that everything you do counts, that you matter. I don't just say it just to say it, believe it or not. I say it because I mean everything I say. There we go. And that's why I tell people that you matter, you're important. I myself have gone through a lot of trials and errors on a lot of different things. It's part of life, I guess. But that should never hold you back from what you'd love to do. And give 100% at everything you do. You're not going to be perfect in everything. Nobody is. Everybody is just, someone's always going to do something a little bit better. Someone's going to draw a little bit straighter of a line. Someone's going to draw a better picture. And that's fine. But you know what the thing is, it's about what you do and how you do it, and you feel good about yourself and you put forth the effort in. You know, I've had reasons for almost everything I've done, and some of the reasons were because, you know, I had to, because there was no other choice in the matter. Military, no other choices in the matter. You know, you have a job to do, you have to do it. You know, outside the military, you know, nightclubs, you know, I had to cut people off. Being a drug and alcohol detox counselor, you know, I had to help people through their struggles, you know. We all have these things that we deal with. And we need to always do the best we can with what we got. We don't have to treat people like crap. If you don't like somebody, you don't like somebody. That's fine. They don't have to know it, though. You don't have to go out of your way to make sure nobody else likes that person, because you know what? You never know if you're actually wrong or not. But... So, like I said, the whole point is do the best you can with what you got, with what you have. You know, my garden's never going to be perfect. I know that. You know, people are going to grow sweeter corn. They're going to grow better corn than me. I get that. But that's not the point. The point is doing the best I can do. Doing the best you can do with what you got every single day. I do things because people always say, oh, nobody can do that. Well, everything I've done in my life is because somebody told me I couldn't do it or I wasn't able to. Well, I proved them all wrong time and time again, and still to this day, I'm still proving them wrong time and time again. And the reason why is because I mean what I say, I mean what I do. And I really, you know, I like people, I always have. But sometimes you can't get away from stupid people. I know I can't. Meaning people that they don't care what the reason or excuse is. They just want to make a name for themselves by throwing, we call them Karens, and I know I shouldn't use that name, But it's true, we call them Karens. Why? Because they're making a name for them. What they do and say doesn't really matter. They don't ever ask questions to the people that they're mean to. They just go about them. I think the best way is that movie called Waiting, where it has Ryan Reynolds in it. And there's that Karen there, and they sent her food back all right, and they did some bad things to her food. But you want to know something? She was so satisfied, and that shows me the different people. The reason why, just be nice to people. Because somebody like the Karens in the world, you know, there's nothing that they can say, think, or do that's going to ever take the place of who you are and what you are. What you are is great, and what you are is special. And if you tell yourself that every single day, and you can get through your depression every single day, oh, and you don't kill a corn like I just did. I didn't see him there. That's all right. Hopefully he might live. Did not mean to do that. Right in here this is where the smaller weeds are going, is right where you get to where the sunlight doesn't hit as much, so you get a different type of weed. Yeah, just by where I'm going, we've already changed into a whole different type of weed that we're pulling now, because it doesn't get as much sun in this part of the garden. I know, it's really funny. It's like an entire ecosystem in here. All right, got that. All right, put that there. Put that there. All right. There. Okay. So, I do it because I want to. I am doing the live feeds because I want to. Another one of my sunflowers the rabbits ate, and they just leave the husk, or they leave the tail end. I know they're watching me too, because they wanted to be in here right now eating my garden. This is when they want to eat the garden the most. It's like a good time of day. It's nice and cool outside. The sun's not out. They can come out here and they can start snacking on all my stuff. And then I get mad at them. Alright, there we go. Let's see. How are we doing here? Okay. Okay. Alright. And this is the smaller stuff, which you gotta be careful with, because like I said, the corn in here is not getting as much sun. That's why it's smaller. It's just part of the garden. It's because my oak tree is right above me. And those oak trees, there's history with our oak trees. They came from Goose Lake, down in the North Bottoms, my grandma and grandpa's lake. My dad went down there with his brothers, and they dug up these trees from the root system up. These beautiful, beautiful oak trees. However, after the flood of '93, hey Josie, what do you want, bud? Josie keeps coming over asking why I'm not talking. They took these big giant, the babies. Anyway, these are the last ones left from Goose Lake. Hey Josie, 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 Josie. Okay. And my mom wanted them to shade the house in order for electric bill in the summertime. So you get this nice electric, or you get this nice shade on the house. Which, it was my mom. My mom knew exactly what she was doing. My mom is one of the smartest women I've ever known in my life. She died in 1990. And, you know, she died of cancer. And I was 10 years old at the time. So you can start doing the math on how old I am. But my mom was very smart on what she knew and, you know, what she did. And I love my mom. My mom was one of the greatest ladies. And most people should feel that way about their moms, though. So it's just my mom. She taught me so much in such a small period of time. And it's funny because I never thought I was listening. And now that I'm an adult, you know, heck, I can remember everything she told me. But back in the day, I could never remember anything. I don't know why. I think it was maybe our brains. I don't know. My brain's weird. When I'm right in the moment, I have to get things done. I can tell you anything you want to know. But if it's not in the moment, just me trying to come up with things, and it's not part of the moment, yeah, I'm not the smartest. I can't remember everything. So I got some friends that can remember everything. I got some genius friends. I got some fun friends. But I cherish every one of my friends. And I know who my friends are because I've gone through hell and back. And my friends believed in me when others wouldn't. And some of them, they got through one battle, but they couldn't get through the second battle. And I won the second battle, but they just, sometimes people can't hold on that long. And then I got friends today that have never left me, that are still there for me. And they're just outstanding people. And I would do anything for them. That's where I like to bake pies and cakes and stuff and make sure everybody's okay, because there's only so much I can do. So I planted there, so since I planted there, we want to take the weeds out, go around with dirt, making sure that sunflower's good, and he is. And then make sure all that's going to be nice. There we go. We're back over the sunflower. We started with the sunflowers early today. These are the longer rows. I'm reading what everybody's putting on there. Trying to read what everybody's putting on there. Sorry if I don't read it right away in time, or if it moved up and I don't see it. My hands are not exactly the cleanest right now for me to mess with my phone. Okay. We're trying to get all this out. Alright. There we are. Oh. I think next year I might put a thing along the yard and just plant a bunch of those mammoth sunflowers and go for a record on how many I can plant. I know they have fields of these things in places. And I know that. But there we go. Yeah, those are going to stay down there. I'll come back through and pick them up here and dump them here in a minute. And then, what's that? I don't know. And you can join, you can invite. Anybody who wants to come on, you're more than welcome to invite. I don't know how to do it. You're more than welcome to come on if you want. Alright. And yes, we have decided that I will be sending out pies that we make. FedEx and UPS are actually helping me out with how to send the correct way, but I got a couple friends, they own their own trucking companies and stuff, and I'm trying to discover how things would hold up in the back of a truck. I know it sounds weird, but it's what I'm doing. Alright. So that wherever I send it, we'll get to it okay. There we are. And some of this dirt, weeds come right where the rabbits decide to eat it. There, I have to. Sorry, I'm digging. Okay, it's good. That's all. Sunflowers. Give me that piece. Oh. Okay, almost up. I got a bunch of smaller sunflowers. See that guy right there? He's small. There we go. Alright, let's see where we're at now. Sunflowers should be over there. That's where we just reburied them. Okay. Taking out anything around there. Let's make sure that small one's gonna be okay. Got a lot of small ones that are in the middle. I did not till up that area right there. It just was too much. Okay. There we are. There we are. People don't believe me when I say I will come out here on my hands and knees and I will dig out weeds. Of course, I gotta do it after 4. But there should be a one right there, but for some reason the rabbits got to it, so we're gonna dig up all the nastiness that's in there. There we go. See, the reason why I go deep is, look, see that root system? And it's not corn. And that's why I like to take my tiller through here sometimes, is to get that up. But unfortunately, this is in the row, and the row is too, the corn's too close together, which it's supposed to be that close. Now, the other years I had a lot closer. This year I don't. This year I got wider stuff. I did it on purpose. I'm just trying to see how much more corn I can get out of it if I keep the wider areas. And I'm also trying to reinforce it a little bit so that the winds that come in June and July, we'll get these types of winds that they do these circles, and it almost looks like it's like crop circles in my garden. It's really funny. It's just from the wind though, and however the wind's blowing that day. And if the stuff is not grounded, I have had crop formations in my garden before, and it really is by the wind. It's nothing crazy, but it is funny though. And I don't like it because it ruins so much of my corn. Oh. And as we are planting and pruning and getting everything cleaned up, all right, there we go. All right, that's good. So, and then like this side is the sunflowers, which I will recirculate some of the dirt on there to strengthen them up a little bit. There we are. There we go. So reinforcing the... Oh, where my shovel's at, dang it. I didn't move my shovel. Alright. Alright, how are we doing so far, you think? I think we've got a lot of the major parts of it. I mean, the corn, it's still corn. It can still survive on its own. I'm just making sure that it's really sweet this year and getting all the proper nutrients. And making sure nothing is getting in its root system to prevent it. I'm also able to look at the corn too, make sure there's no bugs or anything getting on it by doing this. Just in case you're wondering, it's another thing I can do, that I am doing actually. There we go. There we are. All right. I guess farmers can tell their kids, if their kids piss them off, go out in the field and pull it by hand. Yeah. Better not give my uncles any ideas for their kids, because I'm sure they might do that. Kidding, of course. Kidding. It would be funny though. Alright. Yeah, this is in this area is here's the corn's a lot smaller. It gets less sun than everything else. So there we are. Get that in there. This is only row 1. Jeez. Get off me, bugs. Yeah, the bugs are gonna start trying to get me now. That's why I gotta act quick. There we are. Act quick because it's getting later. So, bugs, mosquitoes. I am in the dirt right now. So you understand. All right, here we go. Alright, get that around the sunflowers. These are the sunflowers I saved earlier. I'll get all this put on there. There we go. There we go. There we are. 6 rows of these things. Can you believe it? I got 6 freaking rows. Come on. Alrighty. There we Oh, jeepers. Some of these things don't want to come up. They will fight. They are fighting me. And I'm going to fight back and I'm going to win. You're going to go that way. And you're going to come over there on that one. And you're going to come over there on that one. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. No, I didn't get, like, I usually get my manure from my family. I did not get manure this year. And the manure is going to be next year. Look at that, there's an oak tree even growing right there. That's why I got to get in here and get these out. Those oak trees will definitely make sure that that corn doesn't grow. Oh, yeah. I can't. Jeez. Put it right there. There we go. Oh man, some of that. I'm breaking up the dirt to get the. And put it back. There we go. I don't know if what I do is going to work or not. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. I'm doing it because that's what I was taught when I was little. If you got to get the weeds out, get them out. And that's what we're doing. We're getting all the weeds out. So as long as I can get these weeds out, it's kind of what I'm doing now. Then when I can go through with a weed whacker later on, because as the corn gets bigger, it'll block out all that light. It'll block out the sun, so these weeds won't. I mean, they'll still get big again. They're still going to keep coming in. It doesn't really matter, but it won't be as bad, or it will be, but it won't be because of it's blocking out the sun. It can't get to the sunlight. So the whole point is keep the weeds off till it gets big enough to where it can do its own. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, some of this stuff is. We're getting it though. I'm going deep because this stuff here is crazy bad. All because there's too much shade. I can't grab big fistful, otherwise I won't get it by the root. And it gets right in there. Grabbing any of the, yeah, this is another area where the rabbits got some of my stuff. Dang rabbits. Alright, gotta get the other side here. Here we go. There. I know. Yes, I'm playing in the dirt. I enjoy playing in the dirt. Okay. What I'm gonna do about that fence line, I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. I got a fence line over here that I have to figure out too. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. Sorry. Phone. This is the area where I got the stuff up. I dug a little deeper in over in this area, so my camera falls. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see here. Should be able to just get in here. Yeah, you're seeing what I'm doing. Because I don't have any corn. Why don't I have any corn in there? Wait. It's probably from when I was putting it in. Oh. Alright. There we go. There we go. Put that back. That's right, I'm just getting the worst of it out. There we go. Let's see what do we got. Okay, put this back up. These are for the sunflowers. I'm sorry, I'm doing the sunflowers on the other side. Sorry if you guys wanted to see what I was doing over here. So I got these up here, but they got a little bit different weeds. And I'm getting the weeds knocked out. And then we're gonna put everything back in. There we go. And over here, there's a couple areas I'm gonna have to replant some corn, or I'm gonna put a ball in, or you'll see. It won't be growing as fast, but it will be what it is. It'll be fine. You'll see. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Get that up there. All right. Well, so much for the rain. I thought it was gonna rain while I was out here. Kind of wanted it to, so I can pull this out easier. If I can pull this crap out easier. I mean, it's easy right now. It's not bad. It's just it takes a little bit. Alright. And it's also we're finding out how much corn I gotta replant. And like I said, as long as I get this in the next couple days, before June, we should still be okay. It'll just take a little longer, but it'll still be all right. All right. There we go. I should do a push-up for every line of corn I get in. There we go. Alright, there we go. And if I don't get it all up, that's fine. Okay. Wow, I think he's falling. Alright. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna fall if I get a big rainstorm. Don't like that. There we go. Aye. So after my fire pits, I know somebody asked why when I haven't, and then I recirculate that carbon into the back into this. What the heck is that? Don't know. And because carbon's actually good for a garden, you don't want very much. You need nitrogen, carbon, potassium. I don't know all the different things. I got it written down though, so I can make sure. You want to do test every once in a while of your garden too, of the dirt, to see what you might need. Remember one of my companies that I work with, AMSOIL, they used to have a thing called AgGrand, and they would do their soil testing for you. I miss that. I loved that. I mean, I still do their oil. I still do their oil, their products and everything else, but they got rid of their AgGrand, which was one of the best I've ever seen. But because they couldn't compete with those companies out there that they don't really care too much, they can sell to farmers and stuff, and they give you what they want to give you. You know, that crap that we're not supposed to be eating and stuff, they put all that in there. It's kind of like why Roundup has those big lawsuits now. That was part of the Monsanto, which now Bayer owns. Bet y'all didn't know I knew that stuff, did you? But yeah, my family's been in the farm business for a very long time, so all that stuff we pay attention to. You have to. All right, these are I'm back over here with the sunflowers again. But unfortunately, the rabbits have really did a lot of damage so far this year. Can't believe the damage the rabbits have done. All right, move the shovel again. Trying to. There we go. Moving shovel, moving everything up again. Sorry, everybody. I know everybody. Okay, let's see. There we are. Where am I at? Okay. Goes out. Dirt over. Okay, there we are. Ah, stupid rabbits ate the tops of all these. Drives me crazy seeing them. All of a sudden you see a top and it's completely gone. I know, the rabbits, they don't stop. I complain, yet I sit there and I take pictures of them. They got their own webcam with me. Yeah. It's like people that get mad at their kids, but then they're so proud of them too, right? I don't know. I like my rabbits. I like my squirrels. That's why I'm planted double this year. I just didn't know they were going to eat double the amount this year. Every year I got new ones, but this year I got 6 squirrels, and I know they're yelling at me in the trees. They really don't want me in this garden right now because they want to be out here trying to eat everything. Because they know in the wintertime I put out food, but this is where it comes from. This is their wintertime food. And this is my corn. Okay. There we are. Alright. That's a smaller corn right there, so I gotta prop him up. Nope. How are we going over on this side? Good. I know, I get over here and then I find the sunflowers that the rabbits have gotten and I get upset. But that's okay. It's part of life. Alright. Nope. It's another reason why to have dirt on top of all your stuff. The rabbits won't, but the squirrels will dig. I think rabbits can dig if they know something's in there. I just don't know them to dig. now we're back in kind of like the sunlight area again. Now, I'm gonna move some of this around here. And take off any weeds I might have. See, that's a big old root system for grass. But this is where I've had the grass at. And then we... Ooh. There we go. There we are. Jeez. Trying to take off that head of grass is a lot of work. Alright, to get around this, I didn't do it together on that. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. We're back. Alright, yeah, let's get that back around. I'm pulling out as much of that grass as possible. My gosh, I literally tilled this over and over and over again, and boy, that comes in strong right there. Oh, what's this? I don't want to kneel on that. I don't even know what that is. I'll go in the fire pit. Alright. Alright. Now we gotta get back over to here. Alright. Okay, let's back up everything again, so we're almost at the end of the first row. Which is fun, right? Okay. There. See, that's big old clump. We're gonna take all those off, get these clumps out. Now we're coming back into the sunlight again, which means it's gonna be a different weed again. But because this is new part of the garden, alright, there we go. There we go. Take out the weeds. Get it on there nice and tight. Bring it over here. Get those weeds off there, and then it'll grow pretty. There we are. Man, these are definitely hard. Yeah, this is definitely new soil. What's that? Oh, drag the puzzle into place. I don't know what you're doing here. Drag the puzzle piece. Drag the puzzle piece. There you go. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, we're still going forward. All right. That out of there. Make sure that's all okay. Take the little stuff out. And then, okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. Jeez. This is just one row. If I do this for 6 days straight, every day I should have it all. I'm just doing the one row tonight. This is a pain. Alright. And that's wise, because the bugs are going to start coming out now, and quite frankly, I don't want to fight bugs. Alright, where are we at? Come here now. Oops. may have stuff in it, but I think I got the majority of it out. All right, what we got here? Hey, Le Patron, how you guys doing? Just old school. Hey, jeez. This part of the garden was not... This is brand new area here. So it's going to be a lot tougher than the other areas. Just because I didn't... there we are. There we go. Yeah. I listen to ideas. Anybody wants to talk, say anything, you're more than welcome to. I don't get mad. I take advice, and sometimes I use that advice. Sometimes I love advice. Because sometimes it's easier. There we go. Oh, geesh. So where I'm at now, we used to have apple trees. This was the area for apple trees. And we had, what, 10 apple trees in our yard? Usually that over the years, lightning took them all down. Or they got old and they rotted out. So, there we are. There we go. Alright. Get that down. Let's see what we got here. Alright, and take it back over there. I'm trying to get these root systems out of here. So I'll try. There we go. Alright. Because you guys saw me earlier, I did plant a bunch more. That's what I'm going to get done with this. When I'm almost done with this row, I'm done because the mosquitoes and everything are going to start coming out. And quite frankly, I'm not going to fight mosquitoes. I'm trying to go around a couple really big, or what will be mammoth sunflowers, but making sure that they're set up okay. Alright, there we go. And if there's like root systems like that, I don't know. I'm just going off natural feel here and now. Alright. Invite Matt Curran. Hey, Matt Curran, Le Patron, Elmer. How you guys doing today? Alright. So, let's see, where am I at? Oh man, I gotta move everything forward again, but first, let's get this dirt. Okay, right there. We're almost done with this row, and then I'm gonna probably be done too. But nobody ever believes me that I come out here and this is where I tilled earlier. But yeah, I come out here and I pull weeds. I've done this every year. Usually it's a little bit later on in the year, but because I got the rows wider now than what I have than any other year, pulling up the sod, jeez. There's no corn in there. There we go. This is a great stress. Pies for their new neighbors, and I need to make them a pie. I just haven't figured out what they like yet. I haven't talked to them yet. Which I will, but hey, he's a truck driver, which is great. We need as many truck drivers on the world as we can get. Yeah, I'm in dirt. Let's get dirt out of here. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, right? There we go. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Wants me to come do their yard. See, it's trying to get that dirt loosened up. Get rid of as much of it as possible. There we go. There we go. There. There we go. Put the dirt back. Alright, how you guys doing over here? Alright. You can't do this with a hoe, that's the thing. Because you would tear up the corn itself, and you don't want to do that. But on the other hand, getting the majority of it's fine. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All these little empty areas that I've got here, they will, I'm going to fill in with more corn. It's just, I can't do it right now. Oh. That back. Oh my gosh, that thing's all the way down. I don't even think I got that tilled. You would think. Ah, fudge. That's not fun. See, these root systems suck. I gotta get rid of them so that your sunflowers and stuff will grow. Next year won't be so bad, I hope. Come on. There we go. There we go. This is the area where we had apple trees, and it's the first time it's been tilled up for garden, so even though I tilled it, it's still gonna have a lot of that original, which means it's taking root deep. And that's why my tiller was having problems earlier. At least that I noticed. Okay. Alright. Yes, it is like me being a big kid over here getting in the dirt. There we go. If anybody sees a rabbit or something behind me, let me know, because I'm going to chase him. Because I know they're watching me right now. This is the time that I always scare them out of here. There we go. Okay. But they also got a hold of my sunflowers and stuff. I'm not too happy with them about that. Those big root systems, I'm just getting rid of them. Oh, it'll be back one day. There we are. Hey. There we go. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? Well, we got two different ones. They're gonna grab over there. So I gotta go underneath the big leaves. And get all that. There it is. Alright, now look back. There we are. Go. There we are. Alright. Got that. Let's get over here. Get this here. Oh man. Grass demons are. I may. The more I do this, the more I think about using the tiller again. Because if these things don't hold up. They're back after I put fertilizer in with it. Well, these are the root systems to this type of freaking plant. Dirt back over there, so I won't lose anything. There we go. Gotta back these up again. She's still going. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm getting tired. Alright, this guy's got it girl right in the root system, which means I gotta be careful. There we go. Good finding worms. Whatever. We're pretty much done, so I guess buckets are full. Alright, what do we got on this side here? Oh, alright. Alright, they got two. Now, these are going to be harder, but they grew pretty good. I don't need to do too much on this side with the sunflowers because they're all growing, but I still would like to see some progress with them. So we'll get some of that dirt out. There we go. And then we'll there we go. This stuff's wet over here. That's one, but it's got a whatchamacallit flower growing right. Oh, come on. I don't want to dig into the root systems of the plants. There we go. Got him. Got the root system out of that particular one. Now, look at you. Get those. You grow nice. Yeah, no, it's just dirt. Woo! Alright. Got it. Sorry. Getting the sunflowers on the other side first. There we go. Put the dirt back. That's cleaned. There we are. There we are. Go. Now, getting closer to I should get it all done next couple of days. Not much more. Not much. I'm at the end of the rows. So now I gotta start seeing. There we go. That's where a lot of this grass is gonna be the worst. dirt. Ooh, worms. Baby worms too. Those are good things. That's a good sign. Okay. Alright, next. Jeez. I'm at the end of the road and I'm over by my peas and stuff, which I gotta be careful so I don't or get all that other stuff out that I need in the ground. Okay. Alright. Come on now. So, I might just... Oh, man, see how that stuff grows right into him? I can't even pull it all out because he's in the root system. And that's up here with the more... There we go. So... now... I know. This all been tilled up until the point. That's why it's also... I can grow up, grab stuff. Back here, right there. There we go. Alright. Wow. Whoops. Alright. Trying to get the last of it here, folks. There you go. Put you over there. Put you... Now, I'm at the end of the rows. And now we have to do all this. I'm not too worried about all this. I just don't want the worms in there. There we go. Come on now. Come on. I got a couple sunflowers over here I'm trying to save. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. There we go. Because I didn't till in here because I got sunflowers growing in the middle. There we go. But I still want to try to do my best. Get it out and then put dirt back. That is not. There we are. There. Oh, sorry. Alright. We're almost done. Even I'm surprised I left this on the whole time. But, as you can see, these guys are tight together, which means ow. And extra. This is where people will start making mistakes, so I gotta be careful not to make mistakes now, because even though I'm at the very end, it's where some of the biggest stuff is. Alright, I'm not too worried about the dirt there. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, see, I got little tomatoes growing in up here. And since this has some of the most sun, unlike the other stuff, it's gonna... Once I get these out of here, it'll take off growing. As long as I don't pull them out of the ground. Alright. There we go. This root system really goes deep. Oh, cramped leg. I know. Come on now. There we go. Now, make sure I get the tomatoes out because they will mix the root system. Morning glory's out. stuff goes in the bucket. That's can go back up against there. Pick out the rest of weeds. There we go. All right. All right. Good. There we go. Stuff right there. There we go. There we go. There we are. That guy in there. Whew, 3 more ears. Think I can get all 3 of them done? They're all right up here where I'm at. So, if you guys want to see. So we got these 3 right here. So let's see. Getting this up, pull the dirt back. See what we got. Because there's going to probably be beans and stuff in here because I'm sure I overlapped it. My mistake. There we are. Roots. Gotta love them. Hey. Alright. How do I? Oh. Okay. How are we gonna get you into there without hurting you? Alright. Well, that dirt's okay, I think. Once I get the weeds out. There we go. Now, pull from the side. There we are. There we go. Now, I might just leave these guys the way they are. Just pretty good for the last 2. But if I make a difference, it'll make a difference though, won't it? Like the old starfish thing. Don't give up, just keep going. There you go, Wormy. There you go, Worm. There you go. Alright. There. Come on. Come on, you son of a biscuit. I don't need to cuss, I just need to say son of a biscuit. My dad. There's no cussing in it. Aye, there we go. There. Whew. There we go. Now, see what I can get out of this big group of dirt I got here, which I can make a bigger pile. Once I get all this. There we go. Come on. There we are. Alright. Let's get all that green out now. Then I gotta get the other side. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Out, pulling out the corn. There. Okay. Now that's where we get miscomplacent at. Got it. Alright. There we go. There. Okay, let's get some dirt over there. Build it back up. Put that dirt down. Dirt my eye. There we go. And got some dirt in my eye, sorry. Alright. Now let's get the other side. Okay. Other side, which is that here. Well, I don't even think I can get into that. I think I'm just gonna put this dirt that I just pulled out over, and hope it drowns out some of those weeds. There we go. Okay. Good luck. I'm gonna give you some room. There we go. There we go. Okay. Quite frankly, I'm done. So, did we get it all? Well, got one row. Next row is tomorrow. So, let's see. Gonna switch this. I know. Okay. There we go. Oh. Alright. We got all that, everybody. So, let's go ahead and put these over here. I'm going to go ahead and end these so my batteries don't die on me. Tomorrow, we'll get the other ones. I know. One row at a time. One row at a time. Whew. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna. Oh man, oh, I am filthy dirty. So, and I'm gonna clean all this stuff too. Oh, all right. So that is basically getting weeding the garden. Oops. But I guess it's just dirt. Oh, now what I'm gonna do is because it didn't rain, I'm gonna have to put water on there now. So anyway, you guys can keep watching. I'll turn it. I got bugs on there now. So let's see here. Yes. Like I said, people don't believe me that I go out there and do that, and so because there's nothing else you can really use, especially if you don't want to use herbicides and pesticides and stuff. Man, I really but dyslexia. So that being said, I'm gonna send a message over to my friend real quick. So as you guys can see, being on your hands and knees in the garden really does. That's not a lot of work. That's very little work. I did that, what, in an hour? And I still got 5 more rows to do. Well, technically a few more because of the sunflowers. So, that being said, everybody, I'm going to get off here for now. I've got to put this away. You guys are more, you know what, I'll go ahead and keep this on. You guys can watch me dump out the buckets, I guess, if you guys want. I'm going to point it that way now. So, we're going to dump and get that done. Okay, gotta get the bucket done.
you
Dang it. One rod at a time, right? Okay, everybody. Fertilizer on. Hi. I got 2 people watching, huh? You guys can watch what I do next. I guess that's what you want. Let's see here. This here. Fix that. Now, actually, we're going to go on this side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually attaching a couple of my other hoses so that I can actually weed and feed them, or not weed them, but put some Miracle-Gro on them. So stand by, you'll see what I'm doing. I don't want that tight. I don't want to pull it like that. Now, see if I can figure out what I did with these other ones. Now, I'm going to have to put a couple of valves on them. Shoot, like I will. I gotta get a quick release. Hold on. Alright, got the quick releases. Alright, these are quick releases. I need to put them on the regular hoses though, so that I can shoot. Problem is it's either male, female, female, male. I gotta make sure I got the right sides. Let's see. So, biscuits. No, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. So if I got that one on there. Oh, sorry, gotta take the call, everybody. Oops. Hello. Hey, Father, how you doing? Always. Never a doubt.